Alright, I'm back. Yay! And yeah, I'm back. That's all I gotta say, really. For now, at least. I was kind of just messing with the audio, uh, see how it sounds and stuff. I'm not sure what to do in this. I made my cake. Now I need a new objective. I didn't think of a new objective, and it's snowing. Alright, I think I should start upgrading, because, I mean, it does not look that bad. I just remembered, I gotta fix the skin. I gotta fix the skin, but you know what? That's alright. Okay. Yeah, so, I messed with the audio so that I can, like, hear the end game. End game is louder, but in the recording, the game should be quieter, so it wouldn't overlaps my voice. I'm still new to all of this, you know. So I'm just trying to figure out what is a good audio setting for now. And so, um, yeah, last episode I made some cake, and we also learned some differences between. I learned some differences, at least, between Bedrock and Java. Um, but yeah, I think what I'm going to do now is my throat still hurts. Yeah, I got sick a little for like 4 days, maybe. I think. I don't remember. I'm not that good at remembering stuff, which is not good in itself. But um, I need some sticks because I need a new pickaxe because that one's going to break. And I'm gonna put this away and yeah, I got nothing. Alright, so crouch, no. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't, I haven't been on for like what feels like a week, I think. I think it's been a week actually. And I'm still very much a noob. But you know, I'm trying. I'm trying out something new. So, um, hmm. You know, this actually looks like a good area. So, I think what I'm going to be doing for today is making some new equipment and then make a proper house. Because living in an igloo, not gonna do that much. Should probably put that there to melt around the area, the table. This is nice. That's nice. Nice ice. I think I made that joke in the last episode, but one thing I did want to like talk about, not that serious. No, I don't like. I don't want to be serious. It's scary. Um, but I I was actually surprised of how many people actually clicked on the my last video. It's gotten up to 1,000 now, and like that, it may not seem like a lot, but living in a world of 8 billion people, having 1,000 click on your video, that's a lot. Like I grew up as someone that didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't interact with a lot of people. I was very shy, and I don't think I was insecure, but I feel like the that is the correct term. I'd always like have problems with thinking of how people thought of me or not wanting to upset people, always trying to be a people's pleaser. Um, that's how I grew up, at least, and so I was an introvert pretty much, and I didn't like interacting with people. But uh, and I'm doing this whole YouTube stuff because it's what felt like was pretty much the thing that I could like be easier for me. I have a lot of problems like sleep. I like sometimes I'd have like 4 weeks of going to sleep at a normal time, but then uh sorry, my brain cut off. But I'd have like 4 weeks of sleep um at a natural time. Like you wake up at morning and then you go to sleep around uh nighttime. Difference being for me is that for some reason I cannot go to sleep underneath 10. Like if I go to sleep at 9 or 8, I will wake up in like at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, just early in the morning. That's why I usually go to sleep around 11, 12, or 1 in the morning because then I'd wake up at like 7 in the morning or 9 in the morning and like then I can, stay awake for the day. It doesn't sound good, but that's just what I lived. Fire protection. That'd be good when we go to the the Nether. That'd be you get to join your friends. But yeah. So I had a sleeping problem, and sometimes I mess up my schedule by staying up too late, like all the way to 5 in the morning because my eyes are tired, but my brain isn't, or my whole body is tired, but it's just difficult for me to go to sleep. So I'd ruin my sleeping schedules, and even though that does sound like I'm not being responsible, I do try sometimes. But sometimes my laziness just gets in the way, which I guess is me. Yeah, I am being irresponsible, but it's just difficult for me. So that's one of the other problems. Um, Other problem is that, as I said, I got a lot of all sorts of stuff. I got social anxiety, regular anxiety, depression. That's part of my bloodline. It's probably a lot of people's bloodlines, but and I mean, we all did it. A lot of us probably came from a sorts of families that went through the Great Depression. So yeah, I can imagine why a lot of people's bloodlines are depression. Ooh, this is scary. I don't want to die. Ooh, copper. Um, but yeah, I got those type of problems, but I'm like, I'm not good sociably. I'm not good at talking like new people, and I'm not intelligent enough to like work from home or something. And also, I just ask too many questions, honestly. Like when I remember like in some group projects at school, I would I would keep on asking, is this how you're supposed to do it? Am I doing it right? You want to where again? Uh, Pretty much, I was like, you tell me exactly what to do, and I can do it. Because I wasn't a leader, more of. I was more of a follower. I just listened, and that's how I was able to do stuff, be helpful. I need some light in here. There we go. Um, what was I also have short-term memory loss a bit. I tend to forget what I was saying. It's probably because of my ADHD. Yeah, I got ADHD. I don't know how strong or is it considered bad? I don't know. I'm also just not knowledgeable in the things I should probably be knowledgeable with. But I like being I am kind of. Sure, there's flaws in me that I would like to deal with, but what are you gonna do? It's just a part of you. Uh, oh, uh, uh, okay. Um, where was I going with this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, uh, YouTube. I completely forgot. You see? Um, but yeah, that's like a lot of the problems. Hello there. You don't need to come to the surface, man. And there's two of them. But this is really not. This is really distracting my mind. Yeah. There we go. Finally. All right. I got some stuff. Right. I guess I don't need any more light this way, so I'm gonna grab my torches and then vamos. But I wonder how many times I've said but already. I think like 6 times. Jesus. Um, come on. I can say literally anything, but oh my god. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah. I think I got my point across of like I don't have a lot of good traits, I guess one can say. Although I do have like other good traits like being loyal. I'm very loyal. I think so anyways. It's more of like if you're loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you. It's that kind of thing, you know? But yeah, I have a lot of problems that would like interfere if I had a job. Like I'd have to get up and then go Like, I don't have the energy. Like, I'm pretty sure because, like, people say that if you have depression, it's what, like, makes you not have a lot of energy, which makes sense. But I've been living with this depression for like a long time without even like acknowledging it that much. And yet I'm still always tired. And it's like maybe I should start. Yeah, I can do that at least. Make some room. Um, yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I blanked out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, that's pretty much why I don't think I'd be qualified for a job. Like, it's just, it'd be difficult for me. But when I think about YouTube, I just see it as a clear sign. Like, I get to get up whenever I want. I play video games. Like, I love playing video. I mean, okay, a lot of people don't like playing video games. Like the people that say video games cause violence and stuff. Yeah, those people, yeah, they don't like video games. They've never tried. I'm pretty sure, but who knows? Maybe there's just genuine people that don't like playing video games. Maybe they just like making machines instead of making games. Was that cringy? That was probably cringy. Who cares? But yeah, and I want to do this YouTube thing because it's the only thing I feel like would be a job for me. Like something I am passionate for, at least. Something that I can actually do and not be a bum. I don't want to be a bum. I want to have money for myself. I want to actually buy things. I want to live a life. And having a job would probably be like, I'd get money probably quicker, but as I said, I don't have the qualities for that. I was already having a difficult time in school. Like, I was close. Like, 2 times I was close on not passing to the next grade. But I was there. I worked hard on the deadline and passed. I got held back in first grade actually. Like, out of all, like, I never, after, before and after, I kept on advancing up to the next grade, but first grade, I didn't pass. And the thing is that I don't think I was even doing anything wrong. I think mother said that the reason I didn't pass to second grade was because they saw me as if I wasn't ready to move up the next grade. That was the reasoning. And after redoing first grade, I moved up to the second grade. Apparently, I was in kindergarten, but I wasn't in preschool, so yeah, there's a difference there. I didn't do preschool. Actually, I think I did do preschool. I think. I don't know where I heard this from. I don't know whether it was me or one of my siblings. But mother told me that when she left us, when she left me and brother at like a preschool, I think she said a child, another kid, bit one of our cheeks, like our face cheeks, and I cannot remember which one of us was, but that's what mother said. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, getting held back. Well, I only got held back in first grade, so yeah. I'm surprised I even lasted this long. But you know, I think as I said before, I'm I'm good at Minecraft's an easier choice because like I I grew up with Minecraft. I guess is a saying. Um, sir, yeah, there's more area. Hut. All right, collecting, collecting. I do be collecting. All right, I think we're good. Unless there, no, there's nothing. All right. But yeah, I got all sorts of problems with me. I also think I'm a little autistic, just like a little bit. And it like recently, past half year or so, it's been theorized that I'm a little bit autistic. Um, like my brother, we're both pretty similar in such things, but not too similar. Apparently, when we were younger, we looked too similar because people kept on thinking we were twins, even though there was like a 3 or 2 year old gap between us. So we looked pretty different. Is it 2 or 4 years? I don't remember. But where am I? Nah, it should be fine. But yeah. Uh, more copper. Where was I? What was I saying? I don't know where this was all going. Because I'm pretty sure I just finished talking about YouTube. Um, I don't know. But oh, hello. Are you killer rabbit? No. Can killer rabbits spawn naturally in Java? I don't think they can, but I think it's like you have to spawn it in. So, not sure about that. Not sure about that. I don't know where I was going with that. Alright. Oh my, all the dried leaves are. Uh, Alrighty then. Um, was it a block of copper? I think so. Put that in there. Put that in there. Um, I'm gonna get myself a little buddy. Cheers. Alright, where were those pumpkins? Where are they? I saw them. Can't remember which direction though. I think it was over here. I should go up there because there's probably an iron golem up there. Are outposts usually near villages? Because that would make sense, right? If they captured iron golems and LAs, well, I guess we're just talking about iron golems. If they captured iron golems, it would feel like they took them away from a village. That sounds about right. So is there a village nearby? Hmm. I'm gonna collect all of these pumpkins. They probably have a use. Well, of course they have a use. I'm just saying. Don't listen to me. I'm not that smart. But that's okay. Um. My throat. It's like dry, kind of. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's because I'm a little sick still. Who knows? A doctor would probably know. I need to go. I need to visit a doctor. I haven't visited a doctor in like maybe 6 years because like nothing's really like been a problem with me. I I'm I don't like feeling pain, so I try to avoid it as best as I can. What is that? Did I? Huh, I left a pumpkin. Ah, there we go. 18. A even number. Nice. I like even numbers. I mean, I like odd numbers too, but even numbers, I always liked them for some reason. Hello, rabbits. I should head back. Yeah, I gotta head back. Um, where was I going? With my with my talking? I can't remember. Man, y'all gonna just be hearing this for a while. Of what was I talking about? I can't remember. Um, grab one there and grab that. All right, the next day we're making a friend. Oh yeah, and we'll see what happens. He's probably. He's gonna stay. He's gonna oxidize, and then I'll have him as a statue before I, um, before I shave that oxidization off of him when I'm ready. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, put that there. That there. Shear that. Alright, I don't need these. I don't need that. I don't need put that there and put that there. Alright, and let's see. Oh, buddy! Hey, buddy! There's nothing in there, buddy. I have no idea how copper golems work, but what do I have too much of that I'm gonna need to be put in there? I don't know, because I'm already an organizer, so... Hmm. I guess just... Yeah, you're not gonna really have anything, buddy. But that's alright. When you're gonna oxidize, and then I'll bring you back when I actually have somewhere to put you. I have nowhere to put you, man. Let me look at those enchanted. Vanishing, efficiency. That's a shame. That's alright. Alright, I should probably make mine shaft area. Yeah, this looks good enough. I cannot put a light source in there. I was thinking of putting a torch, but then I remembered. Oh, hey, I can't. We got pumpkin seeds, so that'll be nice. How do I make a bulb? Copper bulb. Because a copper bulb is a light source, but it's not fire, I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah. How do I... Oh. Yeah, no. I don't have the materials for that. Alright, I'm gonna put that away, put that away. I just need a door. Put sand away. Put the sand away. Alright. Door. Alright. I'm gonna mine down some more. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that should be far enough. Alright, now let's just get mining. But, let's see, what can I talk about? Well, so, one of the things I did in school, which was actually very great for me because it really helped me out, even though it was an accident, but I grew up loving to do art. Like every single school, if I had the chance to do art class, I'd do it. But when I moved to another school, I wanted mother to put me into arts, but she accidentally put me in theater arts, which was completely different. It was all about theater. But the thing was, is that at first I felt I felt like I wasn't going to like it. But later, it would just, it would help me so much. Like, I got out of my comfort zone in public. I was able to talk to people when I wanted to. Kind of. It was more of like if we were in the same class, or if they talked to me first, I wouldn't feel any like nervous talking to them. Wow, that pickaxe broke fast. You know what? I'm just gonna use the curse of vanishing as well. What does the curse? Oh yeah, the curse of vanishing. If you die, it disappears. But that's like, I I can't come back. Man, he is still checking. There's nothing gonna be in there, mate. Might as well grab a wooden pickaxe and just. Um, actually, something that he could do is if I put cobblestone in here, and I go put cobblestone in here, what would he do? Oh, he grabbed cobblestone. Oh, and he's walking all the way. He can open and close doors? What? Alright, hold on, little buddy. I'm gonna make your job a whole lot easier. Where did it go? Did it break? Hold on. Hold on. I got you. I got you, man. I got you. Okay, put there. Grab that. Grab this. Alright. I need to make. Alright. Alright, cobblestone. There you guys. There you guys go. So there was a total of 64, and what was left was 48. So I'm guessing that they pick up 16 at a time. Interesting. Anyways, back to theater. As I said, I didn't think I was going to like it, but it got me out of my comfort zone. It helped me a lot, and I even was able to like sing and dance and perform in front of people for like final assignments and stuff. And like, if you would have asked me to do that or trying to make me do that a couple of years ago, I would have been like, hell no. Also, I'm I'm not a kids channel. I don't want to be a kids channel. Oh, Curse of Vanishing. It makes important blocks disappear. That's why. Oh. That's why the copper chest disappeared. Huh. Hey, you learn something new every day, right? But what was I going with? Theater being very helpful. Oh yeah, they had me dance and perform. So can you two? Thank you. You two cannot be fighting like this. Here, go crazy. I didn't even make another pickaxe. There you go. I need pickaxe with another pickaxe. There you go. To make sure they're doing stuff, I'm just gonna refill this with cobblestone. There you guys go. You can be productive. Yay! Is that like torture for them? I don't know. I mean, they want to do that, so I'm making them productive since they want to. Alright, let's get this iron. But, what was I talking about? Anyways, so, yeah, theater is, like, I surprisingly love doing theater. Like, making stuff. I even helped make scripts. I enjoyed theater. If I was able to do theater again, I would. But you wanna know what's the sad thing was? Is that when I moved up a grade and tried out art class, oh my god, it sucked. Like, out of every art class I've ever went to, this one sucked. And I'm just gonna say, the teacher, like, no hate towards him, but he did not know how to, like, talk to students in a more proper way. Because, oh my god, I had the worst experience of any art class I have had. And I had a passion for art, but he made me just not want to even be there. And that sucks. But what he did was that, like, first of all, he was my third period, and I have a curse where I am just extremely tired during third period. I'm just, like, I'd get really tired, and lapis lazuli. I'll light this place up to make sure no monsters, hostile mobs like that. My torches. There we go. Another one? Really? Another one? Jeez. Yeah, at least they revealed stuff. But, yeah, my art teacher just. I didn't even want to do any art. He made me not want to have passion. I didn't want to do any art. Um, I mean, some of the art things I made wasn't bad, but just how he was, it just sucked. Like, literally, one day, like, I would even sometimes have mental breakdowns. It got that bad. Uh, and it's like, I'd get frustrated because one time, one of our assignments was during Halloween and we needed to make a portrait of a horror character. I actually was thinking of doing Slender Man, but then I switched it to Michael Myers. And the first piece I did, it made Michael Myers look good. Michael Myers looked like Michael Myers. But nope. He told me to move the nose up and to move the mouth up. And then he told me to make the nose have more detail. Wait. Okay. I thought it was going crazy. He told me to make the nose more detailed. That, oh my god, that made me upset because Michael Myers wears a mask. His nose shouldn't be realistic looking. It's a mask. It's not supposed to look realistic. And he made me make it look realistic. And that was really upsetting. And when I had to erase the nose and mouth to make them go higher on the face, it just ruined everything. Because you know when you draw something and then you have to erase pieces of it, so when you erase it, there's those black faint marks there, and it's like, well, that ruined it. And the thing is that Michael Myers, his mask is white, pure white, and having those black fainted marks, erased marks there, it just made it look bad. And the thing is that it looked good before he told me to change anything. But now it looked worse. And it sucked. Not too bad. That it sucked. Like that part. All right, you didn't need to do that to me. Cave ambience. All right, I'm not. I don't know whether I'm being heated up because I'm angry or annoyed or that the heater vent is going on. Whatever it is, I'm getting a little sweaty. Not actually, I'm not even getting sweaty. I'm getting itchy. I'm getting itchy. Do people get itchy when they're heated up? That's I feel like yeah, cause yeah, Anyways, back to my trauma of arts. He made me do that, change the Michael Myers, and it sucked. But my breaking point where I, I I couldn't even talk back to him because, as I said, I'm a people pleaser. So I tried to just not be disrespectful around him. I try. Ooh, deep slate coal. Interesting. Isn't that like pretty rare? Probably not. Huh. Um, use bird poop. I'm gonna use bird poop. That probably only works with iron, huh? Yeah. This works with stone. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah. The horrors, the trauma. Oh. Anyways, uh, my breaking point where it actually did make, when he actually did make me break down crying. I didn't do it in front of him though. I did it like out of his classroom because I had a room where a classroom where like special needs kind of people can go so that they can have help with their work because my attention span is not that good. It's why I like had so many late assignments. I would just forget about them. I would forget I even had an assignment, and it would literally help me when my teachers would remind me that would literally remind me that I have assignments, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do have assignments. I guess I continue right here. I found pretty good caves. I can't see though. My brightness isn't that high, so I can't even see. Not good. But anyways, um, one of the things that our final project, I think. No, it wasn't actually even our final project. I was mid like course. Like I didn't. So in my school, pretty much, um, there's the periods where you go to specific classes at a specific time, and the quarters are quarter one, quarter two, quarter three, and quarter four, which is like the months and such. I was in quarter two, I think, and I was like, oh my god, I don't remember what happened. Actually, yeah, I think I got into quarter two, but I didn't even finish quarter two because that's when my meltdown happened. And you know what? I'm gonna go up because eh, actually no, I'm just gonna keep mining. I stopped because my fingers started going numb. But our assignment was that we needed to um draw a layout of in an environment, and I chose like a volcano and like surrounded by mountains, and pretty much after you outline it, you use a Sharpie to trace on that outline you did, and then you would color it in marker, and then you'd use a wet brush to paint it, because markers are different from Sharpies, where markers are like not not Sharpies. Sharpies, when they get wet, nothing happens to them. But when markers, when they get wet, it's like the colors fuse with the water, and you can just spread it around, and it's like it's pretty cool. But the thing is that after when I was done, he, oh my god, my art teacher, he I'm close to cursing. I'm so close to cursing. I just don't curse in front of. I don't curse in normal generally. I mean, I do when I'm alone, but knowing that I'm recording this and sending this to YouTube, it's kind of difficult to curse. But I'll curse at some point when at certain times maybe. But oh my god, this man! Oh my god, this man took a Sharpie and scribbled along half the whole freaking volcano and half a surrounding mountain with the Sharpie. And it fucked up. It ruined my whole art piece. He wanted shading in my artwork. He wanted shading of all things. And that's understandable. Shading makes things look good. But now when you're trying to use a fucking Sharpie, oh my god. That, oh, it gets worse from here. It gets worse. How do I... Oh man, a difference that I really, which would be really useful for me. No, I can't get distracted talking about art. Hold on. I gotta light up this place. Oh, hello. I'll come back for you. I'm lighting up this place first. Alright, then up here. Ooh, diamonds. Yay! I should be careful. Last time I crouched too many times, my PC thought I had sticky keys. I gotta be careful with that. Anyways, back to my story. It got worse from there. When I started trying to, I was in his class for this, when I started putting water back onto the painting, which did absolutely nothing, I sat there waiting for the water to dry. I was waiting for the water to dry. And when the time started running out and the water was pretty much almost dried up and such, I that's when I went up to him to show him, and he got mad at me because I was sitting there. And his quote unquote, what he said, quote, "You were sitting there with your thumb up your butt." That's what he said. And man, oh, that made me upset. All right, it is still recording, but oh man, that that made me upset. When I got up to the second floor to my favorite, like my helping teachers, assistant teachers, special needs teachers room. Um, hello. There we go. Hmm. Guess it ends here. I can block this off. It doesn't really affect me. There we go. Anyways, back to me talking because I keep forgetting I need to still talk. But after the class ended, I went upstairs and I was so upset and I broke down crying in frustration. And I left his class mid quarter, mid second quarter. I had to deal with him for like months. And the thing is that he's not like that to everyone else. Like he'd be moody to some, upset at a couple, but the people that were good at doing art and just stayed quiet, which they are usually the most interactive person I've met, considering I've had theater classes with them, and I talked to them about the art teacher's classes, and they were like, "Oh, I just do my work and stay silent." And the only reason that they weren't getting the treatment I was because they actually were very good at art, and I'm not even upset at that. I love people's art. Art is something only you can make. It can't be criticized by somebody else. Unfortunately, art teachers have the ability to do that, and you have to listen to them because you want a good grade, which sucks. But after that one class and I broke down, I exited his I got out of his course, and I promised that I would never try art again. I would even go do different stuff. Like when I got back into theater class, I was happy, but the next grade when I got to stay in theater class, I didn't have anything to trade geometry because I finished geometry, but I didn't have anything to fill up my Let me just... Thank you. Uh-huh. Right. That's a big cave. And I'm not ready. I'm heading back. Alright. Let me get in a safe spot. There we go. What was I talking about? Right. Yeah. As I was saying, after that, like, I would literally choose stuff I would not choose. Like, I chose freaking, like, animal stuff, like farming and all that, which was incredibly boring, and I think I got... Yeah, that's a story for another day. But I did not like that class so much that the assistant principal knew to never put me in that class again, because they had to deal with me complain about the class twice. One of them was my mental breakdown, and they were like every time when she would bring me into her office to talk about which classes I want to take, she would know that I love doing theater, so she'd put me in theater. But when I was missing one class I needed to have something for, she was like, I already know you don't want art, no art, so what is it? which was nice. That was nice. I need this pickaxe to break because... Hey, look at that. It broke. Alright. But, yeah, it just... It sucked. And the thing is that he's not even a bad guy. As I said, he just doesn't know how to talk to people, I guess. He doesn't know how to talk to students that don't live up to his expectations, pretty much. Oh, snap. Oceanicity, snap. Ow. Ow. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with skeletons. Skeletons hurt. I vow to never deal with a skeleton until I have a lot of decent armor, which I don't have. Anyways. But, yeah. Sorry, I'm just having ideas on what the thumbnail should look like. But, yeah, it's just... It sucked, but after I left, it was a lot easier and better. Theater helped me out a lot. I actually got a recent text from my theater teacher saying how the school is cutting some of like her classes, and she asked me for like a quote, and I pretty much told her that without her, I I'd probably have more anxiety just doing this. And I think I'm gonna be done soon, anyways, because this has been going on for like maybe an hour or so. I don't know, and I gotta make some of the other stuff as well. But I told her that she really helped me out with my anxiety. Well, not anxiety per se, but my confidence. She really helped out on that. That I very much appreciate, and my mother and sister even appreciated it. Like my mother even talked to her in person and thanked her because for getting me out of my shell. Is that night? That looks like night. I'm not going out there. Nope. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna find a place down here where I can end this somewhere. But yeah, my mother, she my mother, she thanked her, and like recently after telling my sister about theater class, she's like, my sister was proud of me. Both of them were proud of me, and uh I told my teacher of how much their classes meant for me and how they really got me out of my shell, made me more confident to the point where I danced in front on a stage in front of an actual crowd of people that came to watch, and I even sang in one of them. And when my when I did it, my anxiety was through the roof, but when I did it correctly, it felt like it felt like such an achievement for me, which is awesome. And I told her that if they're cutting her classes, then they're cutting off the ability to get more students to come out of their shells and be more confident, because her classes, they did that for me, and it was awesome. I wish I could go back to those days, but I can't now doing this. But this is just the start of another journey. Hopefully, an awesome journey. But all we can really do is hope, right? Anyways, I hope people actually enjoyed this little story timing. I hope I can get enough money to get an actual mic and not a headphone mic, because my voice does not sound like how the recording is. But I'll figure all of that out in the future. Uh, do watch my other videos, at least the first one, because that one actually has my autistic best friend, and the first video is pretty much supposed to be like a it pretty much showing how our personalities are, pretty much, I guess. And I thank you for subscribing too. Even Like, the positivity is great, and it's awesome that there are people out there that can be positive and such. I don't even have that many friends. uh, but all that talk will probably be for next time. I don't want to get too emotional. I gotta end this here, so hope you all subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to. It'll just be very supportive towards me to help me out on this new journey. So, thank you, and I will see you all later. Bye.